So away from our economy, but still talking about our economy, if this does fall through, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has ordered full implementation of the Oronsaye report, and this happened on Monday this week. So consequently, a lot of government agencies and institutions will have to be scrapped or have to be merged, together. Already there's a video trending online, where it's been announced that the EFCC, the ICPC, NCDC, NCC, even the NTA are some of these agencies that have been either scrapped or merged. Let us know the Steve Oronsaye's report is basically about the reform of the civil service, which we know is at the crux of everything that's happening in the country today. But then the thing is, this is not the first administration.
We've read this song before.
To be implementing the Oronsaye's report. So I'm guessing the report is already in implementation or being implemented. So for it to now be implemented again, I may be confused, or to use Mr. Shopito's language, I'm conflicted. Okay, what exactly we are implementing? But then, this new order by President Tinubu, what does this really mean? Really, how is this going to cut down the cost of governance? Because that's the crux of the whole report. Very quickly, gentlemen.
This government, they don't seem to amaze me. They are just like somebody that bought plastic plane, and he wants the plane to fly. Plane. Yeah, to fly.
Some toy planes will fly.
Yes, to fly over there. We now have we now land safely in another state. Abi, look, this Oronsaye report. This government is not ready to implement it. Yes.
Why do you say so?
Why? If they are ready to implement it, in the history of Nigeria, we've never had 45 ministries, 48 ministries. What is supposed to do is this: with that announcement, this particular ministry, all agencies and MBAs under it move to this. So what we now mean is that we'll be having Minister of State, Minister for State. In that, you merge the ministry. So if you are only merging the MBAs and you are not merging the ministries, you are still having the large. The only just thing there is that those MBAs under them is the one you are reducing. That one is one. Then two, constitutionalism needs to come into being, because we are talking about state police and people say they have a committee on state police. You don't need to have committee on state police. Just go to the National Assembly, amend our constitution. Let states have the autonomy of having their own police. Simple. They are the ones that will do the organogram themselves. So the same way with this Oronsaye report, what we just need to know is this: it is not about merging the ministries or agencies. It is about reducing the cost of governance. And how can you do that? You start from the ministry. We don't need 48 ministries in Nigeria to try on. What we just need, we don't need nothing less than 25. At most 24. What you just need to do, if you have the number of ministers that you have, manage them to be 2 on ministry. That one accept it. Then there are some certain agencies that all of us, we don't even know that you don't go to school. ICPC and NC, all of us know. They just need one to be electronic crime. You want to be judicial crime. Match all of them together. There are a lot of agencies that they are doing the same thing. And in that case, by the time you manage the ministry, you can be managing and be subtracting any MDAs that you want to do.
Isn't that what
you can't start from you supposed to okay now. You want to dismantle a building. Are you going to go to the root? No. They need to start from the ministry. Okay. So that's what is important. Yes.
Okay, let me have your input.
Okay, so very quickly, because we are running out of time, I think that, like you said, Jonathan government implemented it. Buhari government implemented it. Now Tinubu government is implementing. When will this report be implemented? When will the implementation finish? The number of ministries, agencies, and parastatals that we've had since this report was done has almost doubled across board, including ministries. Right? So if we're going to even talk about cost of governance, that report is dated. It is outdated. It will not work. because there are ministries that are not even mentioned. Ministries that are not mentioned. There are parastatals and agencies that are not mentioned. So, but for me, the fundamental issue is that this is a half measure, is a political gimmick.
Yeah.
Look, if you want to reduce of governance, you are going to scrap. I listened to the minister that briefed. I can't remember the name of the minister that gave the briefing, not Bala Usman, the minister after the FEC meeting, saying that this will not result in job losses. If that is the attitude, is a waste of time. Because for you to save on cost of governance significantly, people heads must roll, people must go. Not through any fault of theirs, but simply because there is inefficiency in the system and you want to align. So you are going to ask some people to go, you settle them, make sure you settle them handsomely, and then you save on cost on recurrent expenditure on the long run. That will not happen with this implementation of this report, and therefore for me, even if they implement it, which I'm not hopeful about, I don't think anything will happen. But even if they do, we will not achieve much.
Okay. All right. Well, I think we just shared the same sentiments. A lot of us sharing online, because it's not the first report.
Yeah, it's song very well.
Yeah,
it's a recurrent.
Well, dance with it.
There's even reports or suggested ways we can reduce
two
our
white
costs.
papers.
What brought the junior minister and senior minister? Because these are also reports now.
Yeah, it's a whole the Ahmed Jordan report.
Yes, now.
1998.
Yes.
We've been on this dance.
There's so many reports out there that we have never implemented, and all is about reducing the cost of governance, which anybody in Nigeria right now needs to be done for us to even begin on the path to recovery. We'll pray that those in authority will do the right thing. That's all we can do.